9:35, welcome back. Today marks 2 years since there was a story that gripped Western New York and the nation and football fans everywhere. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin suffering a cardiac arrest on the football field during a game.
Yeah, his recovery was amazing. So too was the care he got on the field. So this morning, we wanted to remind everyone about CPR training and the importance of AEDs. Michelle Marks Hook from the American Heart Association is here with more on that. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit, first of all, about your background. How long have you been with the organization? And, just tell us a little bit about that.
So I've been with the organization for a little over 2 years, and when I started, about 2 months later was when Damar went down. So I've been able to witness really the importance of teaching individuals how to do hands-only CPR and what it means to save a life. So that's been kind of my journey to really understand how important CPR and AEDs are.
Can you tell us the difference between hands-only CPR and maybe the traditional CPR that people are thinking of?
Absolutely. So hands-only can be done on adolescents and adults. So when we're talking about children, we still want to do that traditional. Now, keeping in mind, traditional CPR is the end-all be-all. We really want to focus. But for those bystanders who may not have been certified, they can still do the hands-only and save a life.
That's amazing.
For sure. And what would it take to make sure that someone can get certified, for example?
So there is a class that they would need to take for that. They can go to, really any of their volunteer fire departments would have information. They can go on the American Heart Association website to look for centers that can get them certified for that. It is a few hours of their time, but very much worth it. They'll learn the breath. There's usually some first aid that's also involved with that. But what today we're kind of looking at is just the hands only, where there's no breath. Any adult, even a child, can do this, and you can do it. There's 2 steps: calling 911 and pressing hard and fast on the center of the chest.
And correct me if I'm wrong, is there an app that people can use, or is there like a song that they stick to? Remind me here.
Yes, so we want the when you're pushing hard and fast to be between 100 and 120 minutes per beat. So there's a lot of songs. Actually, on Spotify, there's the Don't Drop the Beat from the American Heart Association. And so a lot of people know Staying Alive, but our younger generation doesn't really know that song as much. So we've got other things that may resonate more with them.
Okay, very good.
So let's get right into this demonstration.
Yeah, do you mind? Can we get a bit of a demonstration here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So normally your individual has come down to the ground. They're unresponsive. We're going to be like, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? Sometimes it may not be a cardiac arrest that they're in, so we want to make sure if it's a seizure, you will see their eyes flutter, things like that. But if they are not responsive, you can pretty much say they're in a cardiac arrest, and you've got very little time to get going with them. So what's easy is you're going to have someone call 911. If it's you, you're going to hit 911, put it on the speaker. Set that down so that they can also be walking you through, helping you with the beats per minute, and making sure that they're keeping you calm, because your adrenaline's going to kick in and those type of things. You're going to want to go in the center of the chest. You want to have your hands so that you've got one hand that's going to be your dominant hand and one over the top.
Should it be like your writing hand, or does it not matter?
People ask that. It does not matter. Whichever feels more comfortable. Now, what's great now is we can practice, so now you'll feel which ones, so that it'll be automatic if you actually did experience something like this. So you're going to use this part of your palm to go in between the chest. So what you're going to do is you want to keep these arms nice and straight, and you're just going to push hard and fast.
And this is right in the middle. It's not like over the heart like you might think.
It's right in the chest, kind of in this area. For men and women, it goes right in between. Now, here we're just going to press. And here, my little guy, he's got these little green lights that are lighting up to say, okay, I'm going down 2 inches, which is the size of a credit card, so you're going down pretty deep.
Okay.
And then it's keeping it at a steady pace. So you will get tired. And so if you have someone with you, you can trade off, but you never want to stop until emergency response has come to you.
Okay.
So if you'd like to try, I will move aside.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Give a little shuffle here.
I know.
So one hand like this.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's interlocked like that.
Yep, and you're going to make sure you go right in between.
Right in between.
Yep.
Okay, great. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So you're keeping the green, so now you got to go a little faster right there. That's what you're going to be doing.
Wow. That really takes some.
It does.
Holy
It
cow.
does.
Steph, you want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
And you figure this is a mannequin. And so if it's a real individual, you're going to be going through a lot of muscles. You're going to hit the ribs.
Yeah.
You never want to worry like, oh, I'm hurting this individual, because right now he's not alive or she's not alive. So our most important thing is to keep them alive, and what you're doing is the most important thing for them right now.
Okay. Yeah. So often we'll hear about people who have broken ribs and significant damage from CPR. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Those things can heal. Right now, this individual is not living. Our main thing is to get them to become alive. Again, they'll heal. You need to do something. Call 911. Push hard and fast in the center of the chest.
So I feel like with adrenaline running and you know chaos probably around you, it can be very overwhelming.
Yes.
What would be your advice for people if they find themselves in a scary situation like this?
So, you know, 70% of a cardiac arrest is going to happen outside of a hospital. So more than likely, you are going to be with a family or a friend, a member that you're close to. And so your most important thing is you want to save this person's life. You know, so the adrenaline will kick in. You will be nervous, but just keep breathing and just know that you are saving this person's life. Call 911, push hard and fast.
And let's say you're doing CPR, somebody comes to. What do you do then?
So if they come to, you can stop, but do not walk away from that individual, because they can lapse just as quickly as they initially went in. You are going to stay with that individual and be prepared to do whatever you need until we can get medical personnel to help you.
Wow. Michelle, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for the demonstration as well.
Absolutely.
So important, which we obviously saw 2 years ago with Damar Hamlin, and we've seen since. I mean, I can't even tell you how many stories we've covered, miracles of people who have gone down and then loved ones or friends or complete strangers have saved them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you for your
having me.
time. We appreciate it.
And we'll to know.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll post information for you to find a place to register for these classes over on foxrochester.com.
Stick around. When we come back, we're taking a look back into the archives.
Yeah, we're back after this.